probing. That's his game, and it's taken away. Diarra wanted Karaban. UConn was running trips on.
Ladies and gentlemen, understanding time and scoring pace.
This is UConn basketball, and
that's the key, because this is going to force the defender inside Ike to kind of play drop coverage, knowing that Samson Johnson is a lob threat.
Basketball IQ a requirement for Dan Hurley with how much offense they run. That's going to go the other way. It's on Karaban.
The discrepancy between the bigs with Terrence Reed and also Samson Johnson. You can't get those fouls. Sometimes those calls go against your post player.
Battle on the drive. That's a hard drive.
But yet still, Jason, like you saw, able to keep the eyes up on him.
For Terrence Reed Jr., and here comes Nembhard. So good in the open floor. Battle buries the three. He's got how excited he was to play here, and how excited he said his family was even more than him to be here.
Well, he's telling his teammates about
Reed just popped it in the air to Karaban.
Well, when you have energy early, the ball finds you. And the ball is finding the UConn.
And doesn't Gonzaga know it after their big lead last time out against Kentucky went away? Hickman's pass lead.
Don't see it's a free throw discrepancy. Out and Maui.
Yep.
98 free throw attempts for their opponents. Only the 40. UConn back to commanding and controlling the free throw line.
And now they just stonewall Nembhard there. Decent. That's a three for Battle. He has 8 of the 10 for Gonzaga.
He's athletic. He has an attitude in a good way. He can defend. And he brings a little nastiness to him.
See Ben Gregg into the ball game, the senior out of the state of Oregon, down low. He got caught.
With the witness when Kobe putting it down here in the guard, now he feels he's a piece of it. That time the ball.
First free throw of the ball game for anybody, and it's Gregg for a tremendous free throw shooting team in Gonzaga, as you see Aiden.
And with UConn. But here's the thing about it. The young man, it's a new system. He's accustomed to playing with the ball in his hands. This is a find his way. A tough defense that time by Nembhard.
And they're going to get Nembhard on a foul there.
He's played against them last year, so.
You like that foul?
No. I mean, this is
Karaban, one dribble. Rebound in the air, that's going to be out of bounds off of Ross. So it's Gonzaga.
And a point guard like Ryan Nembhard, okay, you weathered the storm, but then you put yourself in a position, get a couple stops.
Mark Few just said, Mike, trying to get confirmation on where screen. You can just see close range as we are. Nembhard has that look in his eye, like he might make a big play tonight at some. On the kick out, Stewart. That's a three for UConn.
On that confidence, he didn't even hesitate once the ball got into his shooting pocket.
Nembhard dropped it off downstairs. Beautiful.
Rather than beat you with the assist. And I would skew towards making him be a scorer.
Yeah. Stewart, and they're going to say a whistle and keep it right here against Gonzaga. Match them up for a while.
That's
see
right.
What happens. I mean, it's what everybody wants to see.
The vet versus the, of course, up-and-coming that sold out arenas. I don't think you'll get that same excitement, but what you'll get is a high quality with young players as well.
Yeah, sellout crowds all over the landscape. That one's sold out from what we've heard. There's Mahaney trying to find his shooting stroke. No good.
Pumped about it, and I asked him before the game, I said, did it hit you yet? Or when it hit you, when was it? He said, once I walked in the arena and got on the court.
He's on the hunt right now. On the drive. Got to the rim. No. And the rebound pinned down to the ground. Stewart spiked it down and got it. End for UConn.
That's Samson.
Samson Johnson is down. That was a hard fall.
To ensure that he's okay before they move him.
Yeah.
Again, that's a bang-bang play where he's going up. Officials and the rules committee are very stringent upon when guys are in the air in different fouls. It's really great to see this young man get up and walk back to the bench.
and best supporting actor in the moment, was telling everybody to cheer for him. Now they're chanting his name.
Well, you appreciate what that young man brings to the team over the last 4 years, growing to the kind of player, integral contributor.
By 6. Greg got it. There is a look at the defense by Stromer, who played a great final possession by Nembhard. One-on-one with Stewart. Stromer, no good. And Gonzaga has seized some control of this game. Timeout, UConn.
Point guard is all about is the patience. You can't speed Nembhard up. He's waiting, allowing the trailer to come, because these two are, because the confusion early, you don't stop the ball. And the great point guards understand pace. They don't get to battle for an open three. His patience and his timing and how he plays allows those shots to happen offensively.
Battle shoot around and his soccer understanding. The background in that game, that kind of pass and patience shows his development. The lead for the first time tonight.
Excellent defense by Greg inside. Reed a little off balance, not able to accept the frame too. Now you may have posted him up, and Greg maybe 6'10", a few inches taller, but McNeely got him further.
Solo ball riding toward the lane. Now McNeely caught up in the wash there.
Good rotation that time by Huff too, to get over and kind of take away some of the opportunity. That's where the footwork, concentration have to be at an all-time level.
Nembhard just looks coming for Dusty Stromer, who got it right back. You know, there was a Rangers game earlier which put the floor on the floor at about 6.
Both of these teams that make it a challenge defensively to stop because of the backdoor cuts, off screens. You can't have a clear line to pass it. So if you don't have pressure on the ball, those slip screens, backdoors are going to be open.
Gonzaga after trailing 13-2. Driving kick, McNeely for Diarra, and the rebound sword form picked up against UConn.
And let's see if Diarra was in the.
It was both Greg and Huff on the defense. Foul number 6 against UConn already. Reed got close, scored, and a foul.
Jason, in transition, the toughest play to guard is that transition pick and roll. If you don't 1, 2, not enough. Need this kind of defensive effort for UConn, and the crowd is in it. And Gonzaga back in this game.
Our progressive game summary gets slam dunk savings today. So far, what we expected, UConn having the paint press.
The defense has gotten better. Yep. Only teams, shooting 33% compared to when they lost those 3 games where they're 52%. So, and now you're not putting rotation, and that opens it up for the dribble, drive, and then the spray out for a 3. So better job containing.
Hickman scoreless so far today. He'll try and miss. Reed maybe has pushed.
Dislodge.
They're going to give Stewart instead.
They gave it to Stewart? Okay, so I thought it was on Reed when he was right. So Solomon Johnson is going to be for the rest of the game. So it's imperative that Reed stay out of foul trouble, which is going to be even more physical, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have the same cavalry as the front end is no good for it. Diarra, the steady hand for UConn. Got to shoot. 3 seconds. He tries to burrow in. Did.
But why y'all sweat? Hassan Diarra knew exactly what he wanted to do. Work the shot clock down. Get boggled up. Now you know what that looks like, right? Since you want to get your football reference under Mark Sanchez, the butt tackle. Yeah. So let's take a look. So he's behind the line, and the key is, as he steps back, so they're checking 2. Is it a 3? It's a 2-point basket they're giving him, I believe. Or did they give him a 3?
They did give him 3. You know, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
That's what they say.
And he made it here. May not have seen the rim when he extended the lead to 5.
Well, but both teams, you got to understand it's going to be a game of runs, but can you minimize
to it too? So it's 25-21. They knocked off a point off the scoreboard.
So that left foot was just on the tip of the three-point.
Last year as a freshman and has grown into his starting role now. And Dan Hurley keeps doing this, right? Guys off the bench
Course of the season.
Do a little comparison shopping, right? More than double
them off the court. You needed to have him on the court. So that did slow up a little bit of the development of ball. But this year he's able now to grow into the role that
in the hopper as of this morning. He had to, as you told him, put the phone on Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb. I'm sure that ticket count ended up.
And he used his body to screen the ball.
But the pass from ball was on the inside pass. And again, that's why passing is a premium.
Yep.
You know, where you put it and how you read the defense is so important.
And this is typically a team that sits its players for the rest of the half when a second foul comes up. In this arena, as we chatted with them after their shoot around, the lights are just different. You know, the feel is just different in here. Ball pressure, screen from Reed. It's McNeely behind it. He'll try and drive. Spinning on Stromer, and he drew the foul. Stromer.
Bit of battle, being able to knock down 3 threes already here in the first half, but all didn't allow the slow start to sway what they needed to get done.
Well, this is one of the oldest years of experience for the team.
Well, they returned 81% of the 81% of minutes played. 81.
What a find by Nembhard. A bullet pass down low. Ajayi to finish.
He has to holler that out and yell that out early. If not, you got to trail that guy underneath. I think that was Jalen Stewart. Early and often. If your guy's going to screen, you better start yelling early because you know the scouting report what the play is. And this is why coaches say get the ball back to the second side. Get it swinging. When you swing the ball, now you attack.
Transfer for Michigan. Reed got it to full. As smooth as his baritone sack. Nembhard waved off the screen. Got into the body of Mahaney.
But then he came back and pushed the screen lower. That allowed him to turn the corner. That time you can't go under.
Mahaney, a little hesitation. Wow. The rhythm to get that done. Battle again. Huskies feeling it. Mahaney thought about the 3. Calm before the storm, it feels like.
Here, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
He's going to be a problem.
Ike and Reed. Hand-to-hand combat. Ike's going to the front.
I'll come back. The miscommunication. Layup inside. See, that's the patience. The understand. We take for granted a lot of times our health.
Yeah.
And as we tend to get older in life, you see how valuable and how much more you have to.
You know, next to me and seeing the throng of people at the game that we did. Just loves being around him and the energy that comes off of him.
He didn't beat and hammer on these young men when they played the game. He was really a positive force. And when Dickie B said, "You're happy to hear
your news." UConn by 3, playing without Samson Johnson, who will not return.
It has no value. That time it was an excellent decision by Stewart. Couldn't get by his defender. Beautiful goal. Looking outstanding touch that time by Hawkins out.
19 points in a state title game in the suburbs of Chicago. Gonzaga can tie with a 3. Back and forth first half. We still have 22 minutes.
But Mahaney did everything he could. He cut Nembhard off, but the outstanding handle and matchup inside. Huff gets Karaban. Did the double team come from the top?
Stewart with the head. Ajayi. for 2.
Jason, let's go back to the last play with the double team of Huff inside. Now watch when the double team comes down. Here is now the read and react. It was a cut immediately. What Ajayi was able to do was follow his Jaden Stewart.
Basically turning the other defender into a defensive back. Like, you know where you're going. He doesn't.
He doesn't. And that's what you're supposed to top with the guard that's going to be open for a shot. And those two actions are extremely difficult. You can't take both away. That time.
Nembhard so cool. He'll snap off a jumper. It's no good. Undeterred until the finish line by Huff. The auto step is nice. What a half for McNeely. McNeely gets hammered with 6 seconds to go in the first half. He'll go to the line.
You know, some players just have lean into the knowledge of how to play despite being a freshman. He plays like an older player.